little embroidery where I have just, oops, there we go, just on 2 different colours of French knots. So one strand of blue and one strand of cream, and then the other is one strand of cream and one strand of white. A slightly different effect. And the reason why I've done that, put the blue in there, is because this is the fabric that it's going with. So I've just picked out a little bit of the blue on the cow parsley. I mean, you don't have blue on cow parsley, but I think it's quite pretty. So I'm going to go and make this. Just showing you that little bag. It's all made up now. Cow parsley on the front. Some little tabs matching the lining. I hope you like it, whoever it's going to. So I just wanted to show you our Spring is in the Air celebration box, which is 10 20-gram minis to celebrate spring. So the idea is that you start opening them on the 20th of March and it takes you through to April. So each one came with a little welcome note and a poem which Christopher wrote, and I'll just show you what's inside. So each one came with a little, so we did the 10 20-gram minis, and then each one came with, each box comes with extras to make it just extra special for you. So number one, I'm just trying to figure whether I'm going to show this before people open it. Yes, they would have done this. So number one is a painting. Christopher hand painted all of these, and then you get your 10 numbered bags with a few little extras that are in them. This was a little hare that comes with number 3, and the artwork for the box is a hare which Christopher sketch painted. So I can't show you the yarns because they're secret squirrel, and the people who have had these would have opened them so they would know what the box looks like, so I'm not giving anything away for them, but just so you know. So this box actually is a little bit bigger because this is the box for people that ordered the sock set and the bag. So you had the option of ordering the minis only. Minis add sock set, minis add sock set and bag. So this is the bigger one for the bag. But essentially, obviously, if you just had the minis, you would have that. I'm sure you can figure that out. Anyway, thought I would just show you that because I haven't been able to show you what I've been doing on my vlog, but we've been busy sending these out, and they actually went out at exactly the same time as our Wildflowers Minis Club. So yeah, pretty worn out, but very, very grateful for everybody that chooses to spend their hard-earned money with us. So thank you, and we hope you love it. So these are the little paintings that Christopher did if you ordered one of our Spring is in the Air yarn celebration boxes. You would have got one of these. We hope you like them. So each one is individually hand painted, and he thoroughly enjoyed creating them for you. You have no idea the willpower I'm having to show not to buy that. Oh. So I just wanted to show you this actually. We're doing I've just taken an Instagram photo actually for Instagram, clearly, of the bag. And look, matchy matchy. Don't you think that goes beautifully? That's peony and blue. There's one of those left. Anyway, that's not what I was showing you. I was showing you this. So I don't know if it will go on the Instagram tonight because I'm not 100% sure. A couple of our international customers, I think, haven't actually received, or they haven't confirmed they've received their spring box yet, so I don't want to spoil it by showing it today. But people start opening it tomorrow. Anyway, this is Arnold, which is the little lamb that Christopher painted for our spring box. Don't you think that's so lovely? Hello, Arnold. Little pink ears. That's lovely. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. So, as you know, I hoard all of my stationery. This gorgeous pad, it's hardback. It's just a normal lined pad, it's nothing fancy. But I'm going to use it. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. But little steps, baby steps, we're getting there. Deep breath. We're going to use it. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. That is a vegetable korma. Right, Monty? And some crispy tofu, which is just going to be added in. Yum, yum, yum. Having a quick cup of tea. Archie's a bit worn out and a bit overexcited. And I thought you might like to see this too. Well, hello. So this is my little pin cushion from Hannah Doodle. Oh my goodness. So, it's just amazing. She's doing all different designs now, I think, but this is the one that I chose. Oh, can you hear that? That's Ain't No Half Stepping. That's Heatwave, I think. Oh, starts to this. It was a gift. How lovely is that? Thank you, Fiona. This was at Christmas, actually. Another one of those things that I will use it. It's a soap. Did I say it's a soap? It's a soap. Lovely. I will use it eventually. But meanwhile, I just love having things like this. Nut bar sherry. So I've just rewound this so you can listen to this, because I've been listening thinking that's not the same as the version that I remember. It was the version I was used to was much sort of funkier than this. God, listen to me. Anyway, listen to what Trevor Nelson says, because actually quite rude. He's just about to call me an anorak. Well, not me personally. No. Come on, Trev. Right, have a listen.
I reckon there is a heatwave anorak out there right now.
What a cheek.
I've been saying this to Claire. This is a radio show going, that was not the 70s version of Ain't No Half Stepping from Heatwave Trial. Can't hear that.
But it wasn't.
Official. That is definitely a remake of Heatwave's Ain't No Half Stepping.
What a cheek. I mean, I am an anorak, admitted, but I thought that was quite funny. I thought you'd enjoy that.
Just to let you know, tomorrow...
Goat's cheese, sweet potato, caramelised onions, and spinach. Not me cooking it, this is Christopher. And it looks yummy. Well, hopefully it will be yummy. If it's not Christopher, I know where to come. reads mine out. I always send in a serious G. He never reads me out.
Give a shout out to my boys Miles and James who are travelling from Stoke.
Rude.
Serious winter away. With James, hearing that eating all the snacks from Simon. Oi, DJ Silly Boy. Biggest fan. This is Niall in Derbyshire. Playing with this cute new pet, Eli. Oh, serious hamster. It's a hamster. Yeah. Getting dinner ready after inviting the next door.
Oh, I used to have a hamster. A couple of hamsters.
No G. Emily in Farringdon. Thank you, Steve. This is a Silly Boy. Plenty of life. Doing loads of wheel changes. Serious Jack in Steve.
So, I was saying last week how I'd met Prince Charles, and I've just found the photo. So this was taken at Kemble Station. Kemble is the nearest station to where I used to live when I lived in the Cotswolds. I lived just outside Tetbury, which is where Highgrove is, where Prince Charles lives. And I just dropped my son off, actually. He'd been with us for a couple of days, and I just dropped him off at the station. He was going back to London where he lives, and they were sweeping the station and all things like that. So I did a bit of investigations, and it turned out Prince Charles was coming along. He was actually going to open a garden that he'd helped design so that people could sit and sit in the garden while they're waiting for the train. And so I came back later, and there was barely anybody there, and we had a nice chat. This was a day or two after Prince George was born, so I was asking him what he was going to be called, and he was asking me what I call my grandparents, and asked him another couple of cheeky questions which he wouldn't answer, but he was lovely. Sorry about that. Yes, he was lovely, and you can just see Christopher here. Not the guy with the baby. So yeah, that's when I had blonde hair. I've still got that blouse. Anyway, I think he's lovely, Charlie, and everyone used to think he was a bit of a crackpot, but actually a lot of the things he said, he was right about. And if you want a really good book to read, his book Harmony is amazing. Anyway, that was a nice memory. And actually at that station, because Princess Anne used to live quite close by as well, it's actually called the Royal Triangle, and you often would see her catching the train up to London on this same station. So anyway, I thought I'd show you that. He's lovely. Hello, little Snish. Oh, hello, you. Oh, hello, you. Oh, do you know, I think we met at Christmas. Didn't we, darling?
Yeah.
We met at Christmas. You're so... Christopher, he's absolutely a nutbar when it comes to cats. You frightened it off. Come on, sweet.
I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to come to me, not Christopher. No, I think that's a she. She's too pretty.
Except her.
Aren't you? Oh yeah, that's definitely the little one we met at Christmas. Oh, I miss cats. You're lovely.
Huh?
You're my sweetie. So it's Saturday, and we are at Killerton House, which is about a 15-minute drive for us. That's the house. It's a National Trust property, and we're members of the trust, so we're trying to discover as many houses and gardens, etc. around here that we can. Love the colour of that house. Got to think about old doors. Presumably that's for if you misbehave yourself. Keep the fires going for a while.
Tree murder.
Tree murder, yeah. So, just look at these beauties. Can't resist it, can you? Touching a tree. Look at the colours on that. So easy to walk past something like this. You're surrounded by daffodils and things, beautiful plants, but also I keep getting my hand in the way. I do love a tree. There you are, that's very helpful in my tree identification. Oh, here we are, yeah. So yeah, that's super useful, knowing what that is. Look at them. I've got an amazing book on trees at home. I'll show it to you later when I get home. Need to find out what this is. All these names. Obviously a memorial to them, but can't actually read what that says anymore. Look at this little chap. Going about his business. Two little chaps. I haven't got my glasses on. Got one pair of glasses for distance, which I don't really wear, and one pair of glasses for close up. There's a little piggyback, or is it something else going on there? I don't know. Probably should get their camera out of their face. Anyway, I'll try and find out what this is. We think it might be to perhaps the estate workers that died in the war. Love that. Busy badgers. And a little track. So this is the ice house. That is pretty deep. Apparently it used to keep the ice frozen for how long? Years.
Several years.
How amazing is that? And a bit creepy. Look at this. Lovely thatch, it's quite new. Look at this floor. And the whole of the inside is like that, which I'll show you in a minute.
You kept a bear in there, a pet bear. Which was shipped over from Canada.
Kept what?
A pet bear.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, what in here?
It's just disgusting. I hate things like that.
The bear's heart after their grandson Gilbert housed a pet bear here, which he had shipped over from Canada.
Ugh. It just makes me super cross.
But that's it.
Isn't it incredible though? Except it's sad now. It feels really sad now to think there was a bear in here. Wish you'd not told me that. Another gorgeous bark. Oh, so lovely. Sorry, you can keep hearing the rustle of my coat. Just have to come and have a look at these. Not a bad place to live, was it? Continuing our tree tour. Look at this one again. Feels papery. Hold a puff of pinks. Just look at that. Yikes, that's gorgeous. That looks like a bit of a tree beard, an ent. If you know what I'm talking about. If you're a Hobbit, Lord of the Rings fan, you'll know what I'm going on about. Another lovely tree. Chill out about trees, Sherry. That looks a good one. This is the "Are you going to feed me?" look. Sunday morning, having a little walk around Topsham. All the boats will be coming out of the boatyard soon. They'll be moored all down the river, or down the estuary. Gorgeous sunshine today. And that bar Archie, who's super excited. Love to see all the little bird prints in the silt. Archie's just been barking at these guys. Lots of lovely places to have something to eat around here. And we want to try, I haven't been in this one yet. Boathouse. Sorry, as I was saying, dogs are welcome. Not sure if they're going to welcome you, Archie, with your barking. Anyway, I'll try that in a week. Can I come and sit with you, Mum?